Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
It's the national... The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. No.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Wilcox. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 59 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Touchdown. Great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The tackle made.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, nice move. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wilcox is going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Austin's offense ready to go again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
His throw incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Wilcox trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun. Wilcox, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Wizards 21, Desperados nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
First and 10 at the...
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
At his 48-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
21-0 our score after one.
Wizards 21, Desperados nothing.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilcox. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilcox. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's 3rd
To throw on third down, Wilcox. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Looking to throw. Wilcox, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
a gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The tackle made.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He may try. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Wilcox got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's
now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's taken down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Wilcox looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Desperados 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense?
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Wilcox. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Austin's offense ready to go again. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 31-23, the final score. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Wilcox. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilcox. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call? I
do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Come on, let's go. At their own 43-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Desperados 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
Desperados 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Wilcox's pass.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive.
Desperados 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, the second down throw on target, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Number 80. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
That's good.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and...
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He's going to take off with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Fumble on the play.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And an Orlando first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
They run the option on second down.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He may try and run for this.
Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like to see it there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Now the extra point.
cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time.
38. Desperados 24.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Brooks. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns, and time a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Number 80.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.